Domingo 15 de agosto, todos somos Panamá, SER TV.
El Gobierno Nacional cumple el compromiso de buscar respuestas oportunas a los miles de ciudadanos que se han visto afectados económicamente por la pandemia. Conjuntamente con la Superintendencia Bancaria de Panamá, hemos logrado la extensión de la flexibilización bancaria hasta el 31 de diciembre de 2021 a los deudores de préstamos hipotecarios, de autos, personales, tarjetas de crédito y otros, siempre y cuando las personas se acerquen a su banco antes del 30 de septiembre para llegar a formalizar un nuevo acuerdo. De hacerlo así, ningún panameño perderá su casa, carro y otras garantías, quedando exentos de la actualización de avalúos. Con la extensión de la flexibilización bancaria, miles de familias panameñas tendrán la tranquilidad y esperanza de salir adelante. Gobierno Nacional.
La mesa está servida para el pitazo inicial y en Radio Nacional FM estamos listos para el primer compromiso eliminatorio entre Panamá ante Costa Rica. El estadio Rommel Fernández será testigo el jueves 2 de septiembre, 8 de la noche. Vive los 90 minutos por la señal de Radio Nacional FM con las voces de los expertos. Todos somos Panamá, SER TV. El Ministerio de Educación, SER TV y su emisora Radio Nacional AM y FM, conscientes de la importancia de la educación en nuestro país, presentan Alfabeta Radio. Un nuevo espacio para que estés informado acerca de los proyectos y programas del Ministerio de Educación. Alfabeta Radio. Aclararemos tus dudas y te brindaremos información oficial y detallada. Alfabeta Radio, los lunes desde las 4:30 de la mañana y su retransmisión los lunes 8:30 de la noche. Reporta tu sintonía al WhatsApp 6949-1861 para más orientación en los temas educativos. Alfabeta Radio por Nacional 101.7 FM.
Crisol FM y Nacional FM presentan La Bitácora de Pedrarias Dávila.
En los años 1500 en la ciudad de Panamá, en las casas coloniales no podía entrar cualquiera persona, eran muy privadas y solo podía pasar aquel miembro de la familia o invitado especial que iba para la casa. Se vivía un ambiente seguro y el toque ideal decorativo de la mujer española se notaba en cada rincón de la ciudad.
Esto fue La Bitácora de Pedrarias Dávila.
Nacional FM, somos más educación. Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a SER TV y Meduca, presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Patria.
Suena el timbre de séptimo grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello, my beautiful students. How are you today? Tell me, or tell us what day is today?
Today is Friday.
That's right.
August 13th.
Yes, and we're going to learn and to practice English, okay? So this is your time, this is your moment to practice English. As you know, if you want to say hello, if you want to improve your English, you can text us through Instagram, through YouTube, or WhatsApp at 6004-8182, okay? Now we are going to begin with 7th graders. And today the topic is a new topic, and we're going to talk about our flora and fauna, okay? I'm going to repeat again the topic for today, our flora and fauna, okay? Great, this is the topic for today for 7th graders. As usually, as every Friday, we are going to try a riddle, okay? So teacher Tatiana, pay attention. If you know the answer, you know, you can text us, okay? Okay, pay attention, guys. I'm an animal you might love, but I'm too big to be your pet. I have an extremely long trunk, and it said, I never forget. I will repeat it one more time for you, okay? If you know this riddle, you can text us. And if you are watching through WhatsApp, okay, you can see a picture. I'm an animal you might love, but I'm too big to be your pet. I have an extremely long trunk, and it said, I never forget. Teacher Tatiana, do you know the answer?
I think, but but we have to wait, right? I have
Well,
to wait.
no, we're not going to. Not today.
Okay, let's see. It is an animal.
Yes, it is.
It is a big animal.
That's right.
With a long trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Elephant.
Yes,
Elephant,
excellent. Very
yeah.
good. It's an elephant. Very good, teacher. Okay, great. Now, the topic for flora and fauna, you are going to, will be able to identify the concepts of fauna and flora, okay? Because I'm going to give you the meaning. And also you are going to, will be able to distinguish elements of our flora and fauna, okay? Now, let's begin with our famous question. Did you know that there are more than 10,000 species of plants in Panama? Did you know that? So it's a lot of species of plants. I'm talking about plants, okay? 10,000, okay? So that is huge for here in Panama. Now, this is a practice for you, okay? Can you mention some animals and plants that you have in your community? Okay, I'm going to repeat again. If you know some animals or plants that are living in your community, right now it's the moment to participate. Okay, I'm going to say 2 examples. In my community, I see animals, dogs. Okay, and the animals will be dogs. I see a lot of dogs. And also I see coconut tree.
A lot of dogs.
Yeah, coconut tree. Okay, I'm going to ask teacher Tatiana what kind of animal she can see in her community.
Okay, my community, well, there are, a lot of them. My community is Las Cumbres. So are there cats, dogs, monkeys, birds?
Monkeys.
Yeah, parrots, and what else? Well, different kind of birds. And what else?
Oh, there's a
Well,
lot of
I don't want to
animals.
talk about the insects because they're animals too, right?
Yeah.
And about plants, well, there is like different type of fruit trees, like mango.
Delicious.
Yeah, mangoes, orange. There is,
Lemons?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, great. Thank you. So guys, you see this practice, so you can have it today, okay? You can have it right now. You can text us what kind of animals there are in your community, and plants. Okay, great. Now let's practice vocabulary. In order for you to improve your English, you can repeat it, okay? Repeat after me. Teacher Tatiana is going to help me to repeat, okay? Remember, you need to repeat. Wildlife, nature, flora, fauna. Okay, let me repeat one more time. Wildlife, nature, flora, fauna. Okay, thank you, teacher. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about those words, so you can have like a little definition of these words. Okay, and the number 1 that we have wildlife. Okay, I will say that it's a native. This is a native fauna and flora of a region. Okay, so when we talk about wildlife, we talk about animals, and also we talk about plants. When we talk about nature, the word nature, right, is the physical world and everything in it, okay? It will be everything: water, mountain, rocks, plants, animals, oceans, stars, okay? It's the whole world. It's the physical. Flora, we talk about plants, the plants of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Remember, when we talk about flora, we talk about plants. And when we talk about fauna, we talk about animals. Okay, great. Let's continue with other words. And teacher Tatiana is going to help me here. Now, number 5, we have timber.
Timber.
Sugarcane.
Sugarcane.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Happy eagle.
Harpy eagle.
No, harpy.
Harpy.
I say happy.
Yeah.
Okay, harpy eagle.
Harpy eagle.
Thank you, teacher Tatiana. Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit about those words. Remember that this information, you have it in your booklet, okay? When we talk about timber, it means that it's the wood prepared for use in building and carpentry, okay? Building and carpentry. Yes, teacher Tatiana?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to say hi to José Luis Saldaña. He belonged to Centro Educativo Básica General de Llano Nopo.
Oh,
Ñopo.
Hello. Great. Hello. Now we have sugar cane. As you know, this is very sweet. It's a plant that is sweet. And you can find it in Coclé, Chiriquí, Herrera, and Veraguas. Awesome. Awesome is a word that usually, there's a lot of students that use that word. That is awesome, okay? So it's very common. And the number 8, we have harpy eagle. As you know, it's a big bird. And it's our Panama's national bird, okay? I'm going to repeat one more time the words so you can have it, okay? We have wildlife, nature, flora, fauna, timber, sugarcane, awesome, harpy eagle. Great. Now let's go with our practice, and it's a match, okay? Remember, if you know the answer, you can contact us at 6004-8182. It's a match. Number 1 is a harpy eagle. Number 2, flora. Number 3, fauna. Number 4, sugarcane. Number 5, wildlife, okay? And there is a pictures. A is animals. We have
a group of animals.
Group of animals. We have a whale, a tiger. We have a giraffe. Then in the letter B, there is a picture, and there are plants and animals. They are mixed. Letter C, it's a plant that is very sweet, and yes, and you can make juice for that kind of plant. Letter D, there is a big bird, and it's from
belong to our national emblems.
Yes, thank you. And the letter E, there is like a plants, trees, and so on, okay? So tell us, number 1, harpy eagle, which one it will be? Letter A, letter B, letter C, D, or E? I'm going to do number 1 so you can have the idea what we are doing here, okay? The number 1, harpy eagle, it will be the letter D. Excellent, very good. Harpy eagle, letter D. Number 2, flora. Okay, as I said before, flora, when we talk about flora, it means plants. So in this case, the picture that had plants, only plants, it will be the letter E. Number 3, teacher Tatiana, do you want to do number 3?
Yeah, number 3, it's the letter A, group of animal, fauna.
Yes, that's right. Excellent. Group of animal, the letter A. Excellent. The sugar cane.
Oh, that's so sweet. So that it's a letter C.
Great. And the last one, wildlife, as I said before, is both of them. So it will be what picture or what letter?
Letter B.
Letter B, that's right. We have plants and animals. There are both of them. Also, we have the mountains, stars, rocks, and that belongs to the word wildlife. Excellent, teacher Tatiana. Thank you. Now, let's continue with reading. Okay, today we're going to read. I'm going to read you so you can pay attention, and we're going to talk about a little bit about flora, fauna, and especially flora, okay? So pay attention. The title is our flora and fauna. Okay, this is our title. Remember the title? You have that in your booklet, okay? It's our flora our flora and fauna. This is our title. Now, as I said before in this reading, the word flora refers to all kind of plants, trees, okay? While the fauna, okay, the word fauna, it refers to all the animals live in any region. Just to remember, flora, plants, fauna, animals. Great. Now, if I'm going to ask you, what is the title of the reading? As I said before, remember the title, Our Flora and Fauna. Excellent. If I ask you, what does flora refers to? Aha, that's right. Refer to all kind of plants. If I ask you, what does fauna refer to? Then you are going to respond, refers to all animals' life. Excellent. Good job, guys. Very good. Now, here in Panama, because we are talking about our flora and fauna, there are variety of plants that exist in our country can be classified into 5 basic groups. I'm going to repeat. Here in Panama, we classify the plants in 5 basic groups. I'm going to mention those, okay? We have food is the number 1. Number 1, food. Number 2, medicinal plants. Number 3, plants for industrial use. Number 4, timber. And number 5, ornamental plants, okay? So if I'm going to ask, tell me the 5 basic group of plants, what you are going to tell me? You are going to tell me food, medicinal plants, industrial plants, timber, ornamental plants. See, it's very easy. If you read, you can pay attention for the answers, because here we're giving you the answers, okay? So excellent, good job. Now, let's stop a little bit and let's talk about structure, okay? About grammar a little bit. And I'm going to introduce the topic, there are, there is. As I said, and teacher Tatiana also here explained to you guys that we use are, the verb are, is. Verb are, right? The verb to be are, we using for plural. And is for singular. So, if I'm going to talk about there is and there are, in this case, let's begin with there is. We use it when the noun is singular or uncountable nouns. See? I'm going to give you some examples so you can have the idea. There is, we use it in singular or uncountable nouns. I'm going to give example. There is a jaguar. There is just one. So I'm going to use there is. Another example. There is, how many monkeys, teacher Tatiana, do you see there?
Only one monkey.
Only one. So we use there is a monkey. See, there is. But what happens when something is uncountable? Even though that you see like that it's like a huge glass of milk. In this case, we using there is because you cannot count the milk. You can count glasses of milk, but you cannot count milk. So that is why we are using there is. There is some milk in the fridge, okay? We use is because we cannot count the milk. So remember, there is for singular or uncountable nouns. Excellent. Now we are going to talk about there are. Remember, as I said before, are, there are, we're using for plural. I'm going to give you examples, okay? There are 2 jaguars there. How many do you see? 2. So we use there are, okay? And the other example, there are monkeys. How many monkeys do you see there, teacher Tatiana?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. So it is there are. You can say there are monkeys or there are 4 monkeys because it's plural. So we use there are. Okay. It's very easy, right? There is, there are. Remember that we use there is, there are for something that exists, okay? So let's go and practice. Let's do two practice, okay? I'm going to mention the how many animals do you see, and you are going to choose if there is or there are. For example, in this one, there is a bird, there is a toucan there. So it will be there is or there are. It's just one, so we're going to say there is a toucan. And the practice number 2 or sentence number 2, there are horses. So how many horses do you see? There are many horses.
There are many.
That's right. So it will be there is or there are. You can count the horses. So it will be, Teacher Tatiana?
There are
horses. There are
many
horses. There are many horses. Okay, very good. And let's do the last one, the golden frog. There is just one golden frog, okay? So if there is just one, you say or you write, there is a golden frog. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll stop here. We're going to continue next week. So it's time to say bye-bye, but don't move because we're continuing with Teacher Tatiana for 8th graders, okay? So don't move.
Mi nombre es Zulma Cano, instructora de la Cruz Roja Panameña. Al reconocer una emergencia debemos tener presentes los principios de acción de emergencia, revisar, llamar y atender. Revisamos el lugar para saber si el área es segura y si existen peligros potenciales en contra de nosotros. ¿Qué sucedió? ¿Cuántas personas hay involucradas? ¿Existe alguien más en el lugar capacitado para ayudarnos? Revisamos a la persona, respiración y si tiene algún tipo de sangrado. Verificamos el estado de conciencia. Señor, señora. Si es necesario llamar al sistema médico de emergencia, debemos estar preparados para responder las siguientes preguntas. ¿Dónde ocurrió la emergencia? ¿Qué sucedió? El teléfono y nombre de quien está atendiendo. Una descripción de qué fue lo que pasó. Al atender a la persona, debemos procurar no hacer más daño. Poner a la persona en una posición segura. Identificarnos y decirle a la persona, estamos aquí para ayudarle. Atienda a la persona de acuerdo a su conocimiento y capacitación.
Si quieres saber más de este y otros temas de primeros auxilios, contáctanos por WhatsApp al 6211-8643 o escríbenos a capacitación@cruzroja.org.pa.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 8º grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello. Welcome back to another English class with Conéctate con la Estrella, and also with us, Teacher Evelyn, and myself, Teacher Tatiana Lewis. Right now, we will continue with 8th graders. And we will continue with the second part of the topic, people and their economic activities in Panama. Okay, this is the second part. Teacher Evelyn already started with this topic last week. Thank you so much, Teacher Evelyn. Today's objectives is to classify and describe secondary economic activities in Panama. Remember that before Teacher Evelyn explained to you, told you that we will focus on three sectors, three economic activities in Panama: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay, so today we will focus on the secondary economy. Evelyn.
Yes, hello, 8th graders. Now, I want to say hello to Nancy Aguirre de la Escuela Palmira Abajo, Distrito de Boquete. She is in 6th grade, okay? Excellent.
Hello, Nancy.
From Boquete.
Chiriquí, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Chiriquí present. Good. Okay. The second objective that we will cover today is to identify proper nouns. Okay, so let's start with did you know? Okay, it said throughout the 18th, the United States, which wanted a canal linking the Atlantic and the Pacific for economic and military reasons, considered Nicaragua a more feasible location than Panama. Okay, feasible location than Panama. So it means that they think before the first country that they think to build the canal was in Nicaragua. Okay, good. Did you know that? Okay, right away we will continue with the vocabulary. Okay, so today we are going to learn 10 new words related to the secondary economy activity here in Panama. Teacher Evelyn, as always, will help me to repeat. Okay, so are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, so let's start with number 1, worker.
Worker.
Good. Number 2, convert.
Convert.
Excellent. Number 3, industry.
Industry.
Good. Number 4, crafts.
Crafts.
Amazing. Number 5, manager.
Manager.
Good. And number 6, consumption.
Consumption.
Okay. And number 7, craft woman.
Craft woman.
Number 8, we have sculpture.
Sculpture.
Number 9, raw material.
Raw material.
And number 10, engineer.
Engineer.
Yes. Okay, let me go back, and I wanted to focus on 2 words. The one that you think that you know. Okay, good, amazing. Okay, for example, worker. I'm pretty sure that you heard that word before. Craft. Okay, I wanted that that you know that when we talk about craft, okay, are those like activities or things that you do with your hands. Okay, so here in Panama, for example, when you do like a purse, or do you like necklaces or earrings with your hands, okay, that is considered craft. Okay, good. Okay, so I think that another word that could be possible that you are not sure, it will be like raw material. Okay, this is number 9. Okay, we're talking about primary materials. Okay, remember that before we talk about tree, we talk about minerals. Okay, so when we talk about raw material, we talk about different kind of minerals. Okay, good. So how about if we practice a little bit? Okay, remember that you can share your responses through WhatsApp 600-481-82. Also, we have Instagram and YouTube. And also, yes, we have the Google Classroom. Okay, the code is TO66L60. Okay, great. So we have in the practice 2 parts. The first part, it's a match. Okay, you need to read carefully. The first column, you have the word. Only you have 5 words. And in the other column, you have like a clue. You have like descriptions. Okay, that help you. And what you have to do, you need to relate it. Okay, so for example, I'm going to do the first one, but before I help you with the first one, I wanted to tell you the 5 words that we have in this match. We have letter A, worker, letter B, convert, letter C, industry, letter D, crafts, and letter E, manager. Okay, and in the other side, the description, we have number 1, activities involving skills in making things by hands. Number 2, processing of raw materials and manufacturers of goods in here. Number 3, responsible for controlling all or part of a company. Number 4, to produce or archive a specified thing. And number 5, to change in form or function. So for letter A, that is worker, Okay, now that I just read all for you, we're going to match. Okay, we are going to look, to connect, to link with an a number. Okay, M for letter A, worker, it's number 4, to produce or achieve a specific thing. Okay, that is what we can describe a worker. Okay, so let's continue with the letter B, and then we'll stop here. So how about it, teacher Evelyn help us with letter B, that is convert. Okay, so what number do you think is letter B?
Okay, I will say the number 5, to change in form or function.
Exactly. Okay, so for example, when you have a video and you need to change the video to MP4 or MP3, so you download and you convert to those to MP4 or MP3, to give you an example. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, so tongue twister. But before we have tongue twister, Evelyn.
Yes, I want to say hello to De Leon. I want to say hello to Coronado, Elena. And I want to say hello to Diamantina. Hello, hello. They are listening. Your
Hello,
class
and
teacher.
thank you so much to join us. Thank you so much. Okay, the tongue twister that we have today, it's in order to practice the sound of the letter B. The the B sound. Okay, the B is the name of the letter, but the sound is different. And the tongue twister is: a big bug beat the little beetles, but the little beetles beat the big bug back. Okay, so let's see. Evelyn, would you like to try?
I will try. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, remember that tongue twister, you have to do it faster, okay? A big bug beat the little beetle, but the little beetle beat the big bug back. Oh my goodness. We have to practice.
Yeah, I mean, the first times, what you need to do is like read it carefully, pay attention to the pronunciation, and then you practice. You can use a timer, okay? And that in that way, you will know if you are doing faster than before. Okay? So now let's go to business, the topic explanation. Economic sector in Panama. Today we will focus in secondary sectors. It is the sector in which the transformation of natural resources or raw material is carried out to convert them into products that will be used to meet consumption needs. And there are different types of activities that here in Panama we can share. Not all of them we're going to talk today. I'm going to mention the main ones. So we have factories or industry, we have generation of energy, craft, and construction. Those we will focus today. So let's start with industry or factories, okay? That are activities. Activities are the set of process and tasks that have the purpose of transforming raw materials into products elaborated by the use of machinery. Okay, but we wanted to focus on the people, not only in the activity. So examples of people that work or are related to this sector are production worker, operational managers, and production managers. Okay, so those are examples of the people. Probably they can be working on a base industry, use industry, or equipment industry, because there are different type of industry. Okay, good.
Yeah, so we cannot say just a worker. We can say production worker.
Yeah, because you are specific, because there are different type of worker. Like we are worker, but we are teacher. Okay, yeah, you see.
Exactly.
So we need based on the area, okay, or the type of job. Okay, it's better that you specify.
Oh.
Okay, good. So now we have craft. Craft activities are the results of imagination, creativity, and design of a product that has been handcrafted with extracted raw material of the nature. And we have also different type of craft. We have decorative craft, fashion craft, textile craft, and also we have others. Okay, those are examples. And the people that handle are the creators. We call them craftsmen or craftwoman. Okay, good. Now let's continue with construction. This is a big sector in our country. Okay, construction activities are the process through which are built houses, buildings, road, bridges, and others. And also there are different types of constructions. We have general construction, specialized construction, and heavy construction. Okay, let me give you an example of each one. General construction will be a house. That's general. Okay, specified construction will be a building. For example, it could be like a let's see, like a market, or it could be like a hospital.
The mall.
Oh, the mall. Good example. Okay, heavy construction are those that are the a lot of irons, like for example those like
Metal.
like the train stations, those roads, or
okay, yes.
those that have the ships are very big, the ports, that kind of things that are in the ports. Okay, so that will be example of heavy construction.
That's interesting, teacher.
And the people that handle this kind of activity are called construction workers or architects, and there are others type of worker related to this area. For example, those that handle like the lights and then handle the how can I say, the pumps. Okay, so that there are different type of them. Okay, and let's go with the last one, generation of energy, that I just mentioned, light. Okay, it is the process by which the transforming some natural sources into different energy classes. Okay, and the different types that here in Panama we handle are sun, water, and wind. Okay, and we call the people, one of the people that we can mention in this sector, it's engineering. Okay, in this kind of activity. Okay, remember that for the practice you can access to our Google Classroom. The code is TO66L6D, and you will find a practice and you will find a homework. Let me explain to you the practice. You need to choose the secondary economic job position more demanded in your province. It means that if you live in Chiriquí, it could be different than the students that live in Bocas del Toro or those that live in Veragua. Okay, so it's related in the province that you live. To give you an example, here in Panama, I can say letter A, construction worker. Okay, what else I can say? I can
Manager?
Yeah, manager. Letter G, and craft woman. Letter F.
Yes,
you see. Yeah, no, manager also. Yeah, there. It could be. It could be possible that the student choose all of them, because it depends of the province that you live. Okay, probably other students.
It will be
choose
just Fisher,
yeah,
for
example. Yeah. So it could be 2, 3, or all of them. That depends of the province that you live. And your homework, okay, you will find a map. You need to point out on this map the activities that are carried out in the secondary economic sector in our country. So this is the whole country. You need to write the name and illustrate it. Okay. So for example, you can do like in comarcas, you can have like craft, okay, you can, and you put
Fisher.
Fisher, okay, to give you an example. Okay, the structure that we cover today is proper noun. That is it's very, very easy. A proper noun is a specific name for a particular person, place, or thing. Proper nouns are always capitalized in English, no matter where they fall in a sentence. What I mean that where they fall in a sentence, it doesn't matter if the proper noun is at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, you must capitalize it. Okay? Example of proper noun, it could be Jose Luis, Panama, or the name of a company. For example, Melo y Cia. Okay? Those are example of proper noun. the activity, the practice that you need to cover today is very easy. I mean, I have a lot of easy activities for you today. I mean, this is like a gift for you. You need to circle the proper noun, and I just give you like items or like tips, okay, in order to identify proper nouns, okay, capital letters, okay, that's one. And before that one, I say it refers to a specific person, thing, or place, okay. So here you have 9 words, and you need to circle, okay, the proper nouns. So look for that word that starts with capital letter, okay. There are only 3, okay, and I will stop there because also we don't have no more times, okay. Evelyn.
Yes, I want to say hello to Elia Maria, Jax Yadi. I want to say hello to Villalas, to Abby, Ira Rosa, Cristina. I want to say hello to David Soto, 4th grade, Bonga de Capira.
Yeah, hello, and thank you so much to join us. And remember to access to our Google Classroom. We will continue next Friday, okay? What's finished for today, but we continue with 9th graders. Bye.
Al reconocer una emergencia por quemada, lo primero que debemos hacer son los 3 principios de acción de emergencia: revisar, llamar, atender. Revisar que el área sea segura tanto para nosotros como para la persona a la que vamos a atender. Llamar en caso de que necesitemos ayuda adicional de un servicio de emergencias. ¿Y cómo procedemos a atender? De la siguiente manera. Primero que todo, nuestro equipo de bioseguridad. Debemos ponernos guantes. Luego procedemos a alejar a la persona de la fuente de calor para que no se siga quemando. Enfriamos la quemada con agua a temperatura ambiente por al menos 10 minutos. Si es necesario más tiempo, se continúa. Si hay aparición de ampollas, no las revienten, déjenlas tal cual están. Luego de que la quemadura se ha enfriado, procedemos a cubrir con gasas o un trapo limpio y vendamos, pero que quede un vendaje flojo, no demasiado apretado. Si la quemada es muy profunda o es muy extensa, entonces llevamos al paciente a un servicio de emergencia para atención adicional.
Si quieres saber más de este y otros temas de primeros auxilios, contáctanos por WhatsApp al 6211-8643 o escríbenos a capacitación@cruzroja.org.pa.
Somos el futuro de la patria. Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 9º grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, my beautiful students. Now for 9th graders. And with you, teacher Tatiana.
Good afternoon, 9th graders. How are you? Welcome back to another English class with Conéctate con la Estrella. Remember that today is Friday. Yes, Friday. We finished the week, okay? So today we're going to start a new topic. Very important. It could a lot of information to handle, to research. I mean, you need you need to pay attention carefully, listen carefully, and try to do all those activities. The topic is human rights, and this is the first part. Today's objective is to analyze some rights and responsibilities or duties, to share information about human rights, to apply spelling rule of plural nouns. Okay, good. So how about if we start with the vocabulary, because we have a lot of things to do today. So I wanted to go right away with the vocabulary. Teacher Evelyn, as always, will help me to repeat. So let's start with number 1, human rights.
Human rights.
Number 2, government.
Government.
Number 3, citizen.
Citizen.
Number 4, exile.
Exile.
Number 5, equality.
Equality.
Number 6, race.
Race.
Number 7, dignity.
Dignity.
Number 8, born.
Born.
Number 9, treat.
Treat.
Number 10, freedom.
Freedom.
Remember that you can share your answers, your responses through WhatsApp. Also, right now we are through Instagram, YouTube, and remember our Google Classroom. The code is TO66L6D. Amazing. Good job, my ninth graders. So, are you ready to start with the practice? I'm ready. Okay. Here it's a little bit like reading. So right now we're trying to help you to read more. Okay, that is the reason that the vocabulary practice are not related word with picture. In this case, we have linking word with descriptions. Okay, good. The first column you will find the first 5 words: freedom, equality, citizen, government, dignity. Oh, sorry, let me say it correctly with the letter. Letter A, freedom. Letter B, equality. Letter C, citizen. Letter D, government. Letter sorry, say 5, but it's letter E, dignity. And in the other side, we have the descriptions. The first one is a person who is a member of a political community. Number 2, a value owned to all humans to be treated with respect. Letter 3, being equal. Number 4, the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants. Number 5, a group of people with the authority to govern a country or states. So for letter A, that is freedom, we're going to think about it. Okay, freedoms. Letter A, it's number 4, the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants. And we will be talking about this a little bit more later. Okay, the second part of this practice, you need to draw and write sentences with the following words: human rights, excel, race, born, and treat. Okay, so you have 2 parts to complete this practice. Okay, now let's go with did you know? Did you know human rights first became internationally recognized after World War II?
Oh.
Okay, means wow, how important after a war. Wow. Now, I wanted to introduce this topic in a different way. I mean, I wanted that you think about it, like brainstorm. I wanted to know how much you know about your rights. So I have here like short statements, and this is like a quick quiz, and you need to choose if it's true or false. So you need to think about it. So let's start with number 1. A right is a moral or legal entitlement to have or do something. Think about it. That is true or false. Okay? So I'm going to help you with the first one. Yes, that is true. A right is a moral or legal entitlement to have or do something. That's true. Okay? That's letter A. How about the number 2? It says human rights are only for people living in Panama. Only in Panama. It means that the people who live in Panama are the only one who can say, I have rights. People who do not live in Panama do not have human rights. Think about it. What do you think? That is true or false? That is letter A, true, or letter B, false? Evelyn, can you help me?
Yes, sure, teacher. I will say letter B, false.
Exactly. Okay, human rights are for everyone, no matter who you are or where you live. Okay, let's go with number 3. Think about it. There are responsibilities that go with every right. Okay, letter A, true, Letter B, okay? We must be responsible, okay? We must be responsible. So number 3 is true. Human rights involve responsibility toward other people and the wider community. Individuals have a responsibility to ensure that they use their rights while also think about the rights of others. That's very important. It's not only that you have right, it's also that you need to think about others' rights, okay? Acting with respect for the right of others helps people to live together in a harmonious community. Good. So now let's go with number 4, that this is the last one, okay? People can have their human rights taken away if they don't deserve them. Think about it. If they don't deserve them, I mean, if right now I say I don't want human rights, can I do that? Do you think that that's possible? So letter A, true, or letter B, false?
Okay, I want to answer that. It will be letter B, right? It's false.
Exactly. It's false, okay? Your human rights cannot be taken away from you. Everyone has the right to be treated fairly and equally, okay? However, this doesn't mean that abuse and violation of human rights don't occur, okay? That happens, so but we need to respect the human rights, okay? Good. So now I wanted to help you to understand that. Remember that I said before that for a right there is a responsibility. Let me give you an example, okay? Rights go hand in hand with responsibilities, okay? I have the right to feel safe, okay? Which one will be the responsibility? I have the responsibility to behave in a way that will keep myself and others safe, okay? You see? I have the right to feel safe, but I have the responsibility to behave, okay? In that way, I will keep not only myself, but others safe. So I need to think about what I can do and what I can't do, okay? Another example, I have the right to speak freely and express my ideas and opinion. Yes, that's totally true. That's a right. But your responsibility or our responsibility is to be respectful of other people's ideas and opinion, even if they are different to mine, okay? If I don't like that someone say cakes taste horrible, okay? To give you an example, cake tastes horrible, okay? I need to respect that opinions, okay?
Yes. That's
now,
right. Even though I like the cakes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was the reason that I said, I mean, cake, candy, all things that have sugar, I know that they are not healthy, but we need a little bit to improve our health. But, I mean, they taste awesome. So how can someone say that? But I need to respect that opinion, okay? So now, what are human rights? Rights that come from being humans. They ensure people can live freely and that they are able to flourish, reach their potential, and participate in society. They ensure that people are treated fairly and with dignity and respect. On December 10th, 1948, the General Assembly of the United Nations announced the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And there are 30 rights and freedoms that belong to all of us. 30 rights and freedoms that belong to all of us. I wanted to repeat that to make sure that you know your rights, okay? Good, okay? Now, I wanted that you pay attention to the following pictures, okay? And here, you need to choose, you need to relate the right that I'm going to say with the picture. Everyone has the right to education, and the other one is everyone has the right to live in a free and fair world. And the picture And to those that are that are only listen, okay, there are like 3 students and they're writing in her notebook, okay. So if I just say student writing in her notebook, it means that it will be everyone has the right to education, okay. It's that right that I represented in this picture.
Yes, teacher, I want to say hello to Jennifer, to Luz, a Sensi say hi, a Flo, Eric, hello, great.
Thank you to be here to join us. Okay, now let's talk about the structure. Remember that this is our 3rd objective, okay, and it's related to plural nouns. Okay, with 7th grade we talk about there is, there are. With 8th graders we talk about proper nouns, and now for 9th graders we're going to talk about plural nouns. Okay, and what I want that you focus is in the spelling, okay, because there are some, as well as we have regular and irregular verbs, we have regular and irregular nouns, and there are many rules regarding pluralization depending on the letter nouns and it could be that you just add the letter s, or that you have to add es, or that you need to change totally the ending of the word. So let's focus on the spelling of plural nouns, okay. Most of them you only have to add the letter s. For example, student, students, okay. Exceptions, or not exception, the other rules are nouns ending in vowel plus the vowel o, okay. For example, video or radio, okay, it ends with eo. So what you're going to do, you're going to add the letter s. Now ending in vowel plus the letter y, also you are going to add the letter s. For example, toy or day. So you just need
city.
CT. Well, CT, it before the y there is a consonant, okay. And that one is very important, because in this one what we're going to do, we're going to drop with city, we're going to drop the y, and then we're going to add IES.
Yes,
IES,
teacher.
okay. Good. There is now ending in CH, SH, S, double S, X, and Z. For those ending, we are going to add ES. For example, fox, foxes, or church, churches. Nouns ending in consonant plus the vowel O. Okay, that is different than vowel with O plus O, like video. Okay, in this one we have, like, for example, potato or tomato. Before the vowel O we have a consonant, the letter T. What we're going to do here, we are going to add ES. Okay, ES when you have a consonant and then the vowel O. Nouns ending in F or FE, where there is a change. What you're going to do, you're going to change the letter F or FE to VIES. Okay, again, VES. Okay, so for example, we have live, the end FE, we're going to change to VES, LIVES, live. Okay, and the other rules, the teacher Evelyn said with the example of city, it's the one that the ending is consonant plus the letter Y. Okay, so now you have a practice. First of all, it's very important that you review the spelling, okay? And then you can access to a Google Classroom and do the practice. It's very easy because I want it as I did with 8th grader, easy practice I wanted to do with you, ninth graders, okay? But it doesn't mean that always will be like that, okay? So number one, you have 3 tables, okay, in your house. They say 3, so the nouns will be plural, right? So how I can change table to a plural nouns? What I have to do? What rule I'm going to apply? Do I have to add s? Do I have to add es? Do I have to add ves? What do you think?
Okay, you already say tables.
Tables, easy one. You
Yes.
just need to add
S.
s.
Yes,
Okay.
and teacher, sorry to interrupt you. I
Yes.
want to say hello to Anchor. Hello, Anchor.
Hello, Anchor, and we're going to finish with number 2. There are 4 wolf. Okay, it ends with the letter F, and the rules say that when we have this ending, we're going to change the F, and then we are going to add VES. Okay, good night, graders. Time is over, so we will see you next Friday. Remember to practice. See you. Bye.
See you next Friday. Bye.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro.
Nacional FM y Crisol FM presentan La Bitácora, datos curiosos del Canal de Panamá.